Welcome to the lab. I have completed, generally, the week of work retreat that we're supposed to do. That's where my time was up to this point this week, being at Wednesday. The today rounded up with a wound up with a with a team building thing, which is not my cup of tea, but I did my best to participate and to act like I was having fun and to blah 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 blah, just to save any. I prefer what the things that are being devised by this particular employee as opposed to other employees. Just her tastes seem to be a little bit easier for me to digest. And I've gotten home late by about 5 hours or 4 hours or so, 4.5. I ordinarily come home for the afternoons, but because of this thing, I had to stay at work late, and my wife had to pick up my slack, and so now I'm at home trying to get this wrapped up before I go back upstairs and make sure that the kids are doing what they're supposed to do tonight. Ordinarily, I would have already launched that ship, but not yet. Because I wanted to make sure and get this in the record books. And I'm also simultaneously catching up on YouTube, which ordinarily I can watch a few during the day, and it's no big deal. Or I don't even watch, just listen. An awful lot of stuff that I follow doesn't require visuals. What I'm seeing, the one thing that I'm watching right now does, it's a Scott Ree project. If you're unfamiliar, look it up. He's a butcher of sorts from UK, and really fond of his Coleman's mustard. But it's interesting to watch him go at stuff. I find it amusing, and I like to, but in that case, that is one of those videos that I need to watch instead of just listen to. It's not just some random dude rambling on like I am, where you could probably, this would be equivalently stupid as a podcast as it is as a video, but then you would never get to see the blooming of my face on the screen in front of you. So, take it as it is. So I've done that and done that. Tomorrow, I have to be at work for a breakfast. My notion of breakfast is usually quite different from any prepared place of employment style breakfast. If I'm going to eat breakfast, it's usually breakfast. But I understand a lot of people aren't used to that kind of breakfast, so I imagine what we're going to end up with is, I don't know, granola and fruit or something, something not particularly breakfast-like. But given that I've exceeded my calories for the last 2 days eating with the people at work, it would probably do me good to have a light breakfast. So yeah, I'll take that. And then people are going to start filtering out of town. And I have to meet with a couple of people before they get out of here, and do some tech stuff. And I had some ideas that I need to push on a few people and make sure that everything's going okay with them technology wise. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm in IT. So other than that, today is me catching up with the kids' homework. Making sure that they've got everything done, making sure that they've done their chores, making sure that the appropriate children have bathed. And that's getting on to pretty much all that I am about today. I have no aspirations of trying to get any writing done or any developments or any projects or anything today. Today is one of those days that just, you'll drive yourself crazy trying to cram things into it that you want to do because there's too many things you have to do, if that makes any sense. So I think I'll put that down as this is a have to do day instead of a want to do day. I did notice that the front door that I repaired not 2 months ago, even probably a month and a half ago, it was getting harder and harder to open. You use a lever with your thumb to open the latch, and it just gets harder and harder, and you actually have to shake the door to get it to work. And I fixed that by just adding lubricant to it. I disassembled it and added some lube to it, and it worked great. But now it's just now starting to get to where it's a little bit hard to open, and when it did that, there was about a month decline before I had to crack it open and do something. So I might try and tackle that soon. But tonight is going to be the coldest night this week, so I don't want to do anything or discover that the doorknob is actually broken tonight, because I don't want to have the doorknob missing. Or it's not even a knob, the door latch missing. So I'll tackle that later, probably over the weekend. And I might be able to take you guys along, as if there's anybody there. Hello. It's sort of like being on WKRP. I keep doing them just in case somebody watches, but I know what I'm saying and I know what I want to say. Sometimes Johnny Fever just has to say booger. That's all I got for you. I will be back tomorrow.